Hello everyone, this is the presentation of the 6201 Empirical Technology and Application Group B assignment. I'm Yifan. Today, me and my group mates Yifan, Fengyu, Hardy, Yanqing, we are going to illustrate part of the report about Hollywood rules, which depict the data analysis of the movie industry with its new investment model, slate finance arrangement, which were called SFA, set against the backdrop of Hollywood and Wall Street collaboration. Our presentation consists of 4 parts: the background, context, and the purpose of the report, and 3 data analysis questions being raised. Firstly, I will explain the background and the purpose as an introduction. Kim Meyer, a savvy Wall Street chief fund manager, knows that protecting the success of a Hollywood movie is fraught with challenges. In an effort to get more internal information and further investigate film financing, Meyer turns to Griffiths, a film producer, to see his analysis of movie marketing. Our research will focus on Griffith's perspective, using data analysis and the predictive modeling to explore the numerous factors that contribute to a film's box office performance, allowing potential investors to make an informed decision about the type of movie to fund. Then let my group mates to produce the answer of these questions.
Thanks, Yifan. This is Liyuan. I'm going to analyze question 1. In the Hollywood film industry, where every film is an innovation and past experience is hardly a reference, predicting the success of a film is fraught with uncertainty. To better predict movie success, the finance department used a dataset of 75 movies and examined various independent variables, such as the number of premieres, genres, sequels, and well-known storylines, to assess their impacts on the film's overall box office, and utilized regression models to investigate other factors that contribute to the movie's overall success. To get a more comprehensive overview of the data, the basic information has been produced. As can be seen from the data, the minimum, maximum, and average level and average value of opening gross, total US gross, total non-US gross, and opening theaters value are presented. As seen in the form, the huge gap between maximum and minimum value of all the growth rates shows that the film industry is at different levels of development. In the dataset provided, 23 of them are comedies and 15 movies are rated R. Such a breakdown helps to further explore the impact of different genres and ratings on the film's success. By digging deeper into this data, we can better understand the relationship between various variables and in the film industry, and thus improve the prediction accuracy of film success. Coming up next, my groupmate is going to analyze question number 2.
Thanks, Liu. In this part, we are going to analyze the return on investment of movies. We calculated the return on investment for each movie by Excel. According to the result, the average return on investment for this film is positive, which is around 29%. Among them, most of comedy films have positive return on investment. The Devil Wiles product has the highest return on investment of 2.56, and several comedy films such as The Breakup have more than 100% return on investment. Arthur and the Invisible has the lowest return on investment of the films at -0.82. In general, these films have impressive return on investment. Next, please. Through calculated the 95% confidence interval for the main return on investment, we get the upper limit is 0.45 and the lower limit is 0.14. Thus, we can be 95% confident that the mean US return on investment of movies is between 0.45 and 0.40. However, this confidence interval is relatively wide and thus subject to uncertainty. Compare the mean US return on investment with the 12% that indicated by London. Using the one-tailed test, we set the null hypothesis is that mean US return on investment is less or equal to 12%. And we set the alternative hypothesis is US return on investment larger than 12%. Since the p-value of 0.016 is less than significance level 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis. As we calculate the simple mean of return on investment is 29% before, which is significantly larger than 12%. Next, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Harshit and I'll be discussing about analyzing the US box office collection, comedy versus non-comedy, differences on the basis of gross revenue. In order to reach a conclusion on our specific inquiry, we employed a hypothesis testing method to validate favorable outcomes and align our reasoning with real-time findings. The initial hypothesis was designed to investigate whether there exists a statistically significant disparity between the total US box office gross of comedy films and those from other genres. The null hypothesis suggested that such a difference does not exist. In contrast, the alternative hypothesis contended that if the null hypothesis were to be rejected, it would indicate a significant distinction between the two, implying that the box office performance is not random but indicative of a substantial genre-based difference. The test was conducted as a two-tailed test, allowing for exploration of differences in both positive and negative directions, recognizing that comedy films could either surpass or fall behind non-comedy counterparts. A crucial metric in hypothesis testing is the p-value, which quantifies the probability of observing an outcome as extreme as the one in sample data if the null hypothesis were to be true. In this case, the computed p-value was 0.1763. The p-value's significance lies in its ability to indicate the strength of evidence against the null hypothesis. In this particular test, the p-value did not provide sufficiently compelling evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Practically speaking, based on the available data and the selected significance level, there is insufficient statistical support for ascertaining a substantial difference in the total box office gross between comedy and non-comedy films. The observed variations can likely be attributed to random fluctuations rather than inherent distinctions in box office performance. Further investigations can be taken place using larger data sets or alternative analytical methods, which may require more explorations to these issues. Next, please. Now, my counterpart will be taking the part B of the question.
Certainly, Part B is the same basic idea as Part A conclusion, only the parameters are changed. In the area of hypothesis testing, we begin with two-based assertion. The non-hypothesis agrees that there is no statistically significant difference in ROI between comedy and non-comedy field in the United States. In contrast, the alternative hypothesis strongly suggests that there is indeed a statistically significant difference in ROI between comedy and non-comedy field. For the test, we also chose to use two-tails approach. The conclude p-value was 0.04743, which carries significant weight in this content. Comparison of the p-value with the significant level of 0.05, which is usually associated with the 95% confidence level shows that the p-value of 0.04743 is below the cutoff value. Therefore, the difference suggests that the null hypothesis should be rejected. The mean that, based on the data provided as a 95 level of confidence, there is indeed a significant difference in ROI between comedy and non-comedy field in the United States. Next, please. This data provides strong enough evidence to provide strong enough evidence to confirm the noteworthy difference. This result has important implications of understanding on the financial performance of those two film types, suggesting the need of a more in-depth analysis of the factor, and that explains the difference. That's all of our presentation. Thank you.